save, and share recipes from your favorite foodie influencers. Save to collections, create free meal plans, and shop the ingredients you need with ease. On Food Social, we make it easy to find great recipes, get your ingredients, and connect with hundreds of trusted creators.
Hello and happy Monday, Michelle.
Sorry for all, it's me, the techie problems. It's me today.
Well, it's there's still plenty of time for it to be me as well, too.
Okay. My laptop is feeling very Monday this morning. We'll just say that.
Yeah. Well, I hope you had a nice weekend. Did you make anything delicious over the weekend?
Well, yesterday I made that new apple cider vinaigrette.
Yep.
It was just like I had seen something similar with balsamic vinegar. I'm like, I bet that's really good with apple cider vinegar. And the litmus test was that Danielle, my sister, came over and she loved it. So anyways, I love salads. So it was just a new spin on a vinaigrette, and I used my apple simple syrup in it that I had made for a little kiss of sweetness instead of honey. And so, yeah.
Yum. I was just trying to get to your Food Social profile because you shared some other stuff too, right?
Yeah, I did over the weekend. I shared
Yeah. Can we talk about the swirl loaf?
the swirl loaf.
Yeah,
That was a happy accident, actually, because I was pivoting to do something else, but I thought, I bet this would be really good. And so
it looks amazing.
um
It looks
yeah,
so good. Look at that bake.
yeah, I love that when that happens in the kitchen, though. Like
Yes.
I was I was trying to make a caramel apple sweet roll with the dough, and
Ah,
it just wasn't photographed. I just thought no, and so I had half the dough left, and I thought I'm going to pulverize some dried apples for the filling
mm.
with some brown sugar and the Primal Palette apple pie spice, and Drew has been loving it. So there you go, win-win. And I've not done a twisty loaf thing like that before, if you can believe it. So it was a win.
I
It was a
think
win.
I think within 3 minutes of you posting it, I commented and I said, "This looks like apple babka."
I know when you said that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. Because I think I made one of Zen Belly's babkas a few
Mhm.
years ago. I think it was chocolate. I think she had chocolate on the
Yeah,
inside.
that's
But
that's a classic babka. That's
with the chocolate,
yep, yeah. You
okay.
do it with Nutella too, but
Oh,
yeah,
fill me with Nutella.
I know, right?
But anyway, so yeah, we had with the promo, I was Apple forward everything. And so,
Yeah.
your mind just gets going. And then, yesterday afternoon, we'd actually gone to see a movie. And I thought, hey, I could make this vinaigrette really quick. And I had plenty of apples around. So it was just an apple almond salad with some cranberries and arugula. And it was really good.
So fun.
Yeah.
Well,
How about you?
I was going to make focaccia over the weekend and I kind of ran out of time, but
Yeah.
we had our neighborhood block party yesterday and Haley made gluten-free, dairy-free chocolate chip cookies and a gluten-free, her gluten-free carrot cake. And she made a
Oh,
9 by 13 of it and oops,
like
and sliced it into tiny little pieces.
perfect.
So good. Yeah, we have.
I love cake so much.
I know. We have a lot of gluten-free folks in our neighborhood, and we also, just
Oh,
by one
good.
of our neighbors said she's also dairy-free, and I was like, well, have some of these cookies.
Isn't that great? I mean, we're new to this neighborhood, so I don't know as many people has been in her neighborhood for a long time, and I shuttle all my extra bakes to her, all
Nice.
my gluten-free things, because they will eat them, and she's got gluten intolerance and dairy, same. So
Yeah,
it's always great to share. It connects us, right? That's what we're all about.
it does. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, today we're going to do our first ever cookbook, maybe not review, but discussion.
Yeah, it'll be really fun because of the new one that's coming out tomorrow by the same person. Oh, we
Tomorrow.
froze a little bit. It was just frozen slightly.
Maybe it's me. I don't know.
I don't
So
know.
we're talking about Samin Nosrat and her first, what was it, 6 years ago now?
Oh,
Or
easily. Do you want
so?
me to look real
7?
quick?
I
Because
think
I
it was
have it
in
right.
I think it was a 2018 release. 7
17.
17, 8 years ago release, Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat.
Yeah.
You don't have this book, interesting delight.
Should I read some of the things off the back?
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah.
okay. So from Bon Appetit, salt, fat, acid, heat will make you a better cook. Agreed. From the Atlantic, this is the book of cooking grammar. It's not my thing. Cooking grammar that so many novices would benefit from. So, and if you only buy one cookbook this year, make it this cookbook.
Yeah,
It is a half the book is a study on all these things.
yeah.
So,
Which I love. I think there, which of course our community is all about, but also the byproduct of recipes is teaching about food and culture,
yeah.
cuisines, and technique. This one is a bit technique forward because
Yeah,
you're
but in a really gentle way. She's not it's not like an in your face. You've watched the show. But
Mhm.
just so in case anyone else know on I think it's Netflix. Is it on
Yes, it is.
Netflix?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so there's a whole show like you're literally in her kitchen with her. She is a great teacher. I guess that's what I'm trying to say
yeah.
is that you feel like you're not she's helping you learn and just tweaking a few things and it's fantastic. And I just happened to my son and I was in the kitchen and I'm like I was so drawn in I just ended up going and sitting down and watching with him.
Yeah,
Um, so, but she's a great teacher. It's so important when you're with people in the kitchen is that you allow mistakes, you allow the learning, you allow little things to take place, educate a little bit, and then feel more confident moving forward.
absolutely.
But she's great. I just see her face and I think, oh,
Yeah, she's so warm and welcoming and
yeah,
easygoing, and I think just the delight of exploring really comes across in this show. And so
yeah,
it's just a 4-part series, just like the book.
yeah,
So definitely check that one out on Netflix. I
yeah,
thought it would be fun for us to talk about our favorite of each of the components.
yeah, yeah. Let me everybody like this book is not just so that you know the illustrations they've gone out of their way to make it really visually stunning and
Mm,
multiple fold out pages so that you know exactly what salt is. And I don't know if you can see on the top, it's like, have you read the book? And then if you say no, it's like, well, but really go back and start from the beginning and read because these build kind of each on each other as well.
yeah,
And so they are the illustrator Wendy McNaughton. It was a collaborative effort to make it educational and fun and visually I like to learn visually, and so it's just really great. But it's an adventure, kind of like Michelle Tam's books. You know how they're more cartoon forward,
mhm,
visually. You make it just easier. It's not just straight text. You know.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love this book. You can't tell. I gift it often.
Really,
So,
I
I
was
do.
I haven't seen mine in a little while, and I called home. I'm at the office today. I said,
Yeah.
is that book on our bookshelf?" And I think it was like we couldn't locate it in time. I was like, "Ah, okay.
Oh,
I need to find it again and revisit it because it is."
yeah, and it's a great size too. It's not like I mean it's pretty thick, but it's worth it. It's
Yeah,
just like all the I could go on and on about the illustrations, but it's a great collection and educational, which is a lot of fun. So,
yeah. So let's break it down. Salt.
okay, of
What is your go-to salt? I mean, you can pick more than one, of course, but
course. Well, this last year I've pivoted a little bit because it's a local salt number one is so beneficial across the board.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't think it's great for fruit. It makes fruit shine. It gives a little bit of hit in the dishes you wouldn't expect. But I saw a new salt brand at my local Harmon's grocery store, and they're very forward with a lot of great brands. But they have it's AM salt. It's
Mhm.
their signature salt that's on our market. Um, it has been my go-to for, and I this is a package. I keep it in a little, I of course keep it in a little crock, in my kitchen because you got to have a salt crock. Um, but it's not just salt. It's got a lot of other little flavor elements to it, but it's very neutral for using in savory dishes across the board. So their
Yeah.
signature, and then they also have a vanilla salt,
Hmm.
which I use a lot in my bakes, which I
Yeah.
have just, the last 6 months, they're probably so annoyed with me tagging them all over the place. But it's just really, they're very intentional about their salt blends, and they come in gigantic bags too, but I just love being able to know that it's going to season what I'm making right then.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Totally.
how about
For me, I have always been a devotee of Himalayan pink salt. I just love
you?
it. It's less salty overall than some other
Hmm.
salts too. The salt content is less.
Yeah.
Um, and for me, it's also a little bit of a toss up too because I also really love flaky salt, our kosher flake salt, which also works really well. And I think in this book, Samin talks a lot about sea salt and how sea salt is one of those core ingredients, using it to salt water, making it salty like the ocean. Uh,
Right. Yes.
and
Like
we,
the
uh,
other brand on our market, the Saltery. This is sea salt, and you can. I love it. You can see.
yeah,
I
yeah,
keep these, but this is like you're talking about sea salt. Like the two gals that run this, it's gathered from the sea every day,
so
which is
cool.
great.
I love
Yeah,
that.
it's.
Yeah, that would be such a fun job. I think I'd be
I know
like, here, just give me some seawater and then just let the sun do its thing.
they go out in their little boots, their little wellies or whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But aside from salt, I don't know. Did you ever get the companion prints that go with her book?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Wow.
So inside, she has little cheat sheets. So this is other sources of salt.
Oh, cool. Look at that.
And so they're prints that you can, they're literally, and so it doesn't have to be salt that you sprinkle. You can add salt
Yeah.
many other ways, which, helps you think out of the box for flavoring meals. And
Right.
so sardines, the obvious soy sauce, tomato, or like cured meats. Number nine is seaweed, like that's
Love
got some
seaweed.
salt
Yeah.
to it. So, anyways, so there are other sources besides just the sprinkling salt.
I feel like salt is the most important one. And I'm not sure if you would agree with that, but I feel like with its roots in preserving food, I feel like that's the one that above all others is probably the most important to cooking. What do you think?
Yeah, because I do because also potatoes need salt,
Hmm.
right? Uh, Pasta when you're cooking it needs a little salt. Otherwise, it just is a really flat kind of flavor to it, and that's why we usually add things to potatoes and pasta.
Yeah.
But a nicely salted potato is still very good.
I mean, the French fry might be one of the great foods of all.
Right. Yeah. In its simplicity. And so salt does lend that, it just levels up your flavor on your palate, I would say, and just
Absolutely.
complements fruit, veggies, potatoes, pasta, all those things.
Yeah.
It's a very important element.
Yeah.
And I will say, everyone's tolerance to salt is a little different. Mine and Drew's are very different.
Yeah.
His salt, he needs less salt than I prefer.
Yeah.
But just, you know,
If you're
a
watching
weird
us,
thing in physiology.
if you're watching us in the chat, you can play along. Give us your favorite of each one of these.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, next up, fat.
Fat. Okay. Do you want me to go first this time?
Oh,
I was thinking about what's on the market, but there's so many different fats that I love that aren't on the market.
yeah. Go for it.
But
Anything. It doesn't have to be on the market.
yeah, I over the years, I love bacon fat, and
Yep.
might offend many people, but I grew up, my mom always had a little, she used an old tin can to
Mm,
keep her fat in. And back in the day, I didn't appreciate it nearly as much, but I have two things of bacon fat by
yeah.
my stovetop now because it adds umami, which we've talked about before,
Mm,
and it's a great higher heat fat. Plus, you get a little bit of bacon flavor.
I know. A little smokiness. Yeah. And you leave
Yeah,
yours at room temperature. You don't put it in the fridge?
I do. I just keep it. My mom always had it room temperature, and as I fill it up, I will clean it out occasionally once in a while,
Yeah.
just because you worry. But the way I cook bacon, I cook mine in the oven,
Yeah.
and so I just when I'm done, drain it out and put it in my little crock. So,
Yeah. Nice.
how about you?
Okay, so for me, it's really a toss up. I was so set to talk about olive oil because I think olive oil is like
Sure.
one of the greats, and we just had this amazing campaign
Yes.
that's just wrapping up with Argilos, and
Yeah.
their number two green extra virgin olive oil is
Yeah.
so delightful.
It is.
However, if we were just going completely broad against everything, I think it's gotta be butter, right?
I that was my
'Cause-
second.
I know
It's
because
a toss.
it's just so central to so many different cuisines.
Mhm.
And so I think, yeah, I think butter. And if we're going like really granular and specific, the salted European style butter, like a Kerrygold, or
Yeah.
what's the other one that I've gotten before? It's the name's escaping me. It's like a
Yeah, I can see the packaging. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
the European style salted butter is just so good.
yeah.
I'll just take a knife and cut off a piece and just pop it in my mouth.
Oh, I have been known to eat little things of butter at
Yeah,
restaurants.
yeah, definitely.
Not like a whole mouthful, but just,
I've done
a
that my
little.
whole life. Yeah.
There's something
Yeah.
beautiful about salted butter. And probably my grandma used to make me butter and pickle sandwiches.
Oh, really? Hmm.
Yeah. And so when we go visit in the summer, that was didn't really, I don't know when mayonnaise became a thing, but
Yeah.
in her day, back in the 40s, butter was the fat. And
So
so I grew up eating butter and pickle sandwiches.
so that touches on salt, fat, and acid. So it's the perfect segue to acid. Uh,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking you would say pickles, but what's your acid selection?
Oh gosh. Over the last few years, I would say briny, pickly things like pepperoncini, pickles. I'm not an olive kind of
Mhm.
girl, but sauerkraut, those kinds of acid, or even a splash of apple cider vinegar
Mm,
will elevate them to new heights over just a mayonnaise based coleslaw.
yeah.
Uh, so vinegary, like I have never met a pickle I don't like. So.
That's a good one. I love pickles too, and arancini and all those things. I feel like my answer is going to be a little bit boring, but citrus is just like
Oh,
one of the great clubs. We have a Meyer lemon tree that we've had for like over a decade at home,
wow.
lovingly care for.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a little kiss of lemon juice or
Yeah,
even lime juice, depending on the meal you're making, is just like that little extra something
yeah.
that I
Lemon and
mood.
lime are neck and neck in my mind. I love lime, especially lime with beverages, like throwing a slice of lime in soda
Yeah,
or a
because
squeeze of it over
sometimes,
a taco.
yeah, that little extra hit of acid will brighten up a beverage if that makes
Definitely.
it, it just for, like those peach mocktails we made with Reed.
Yeah.
we use her
Hmm.
actually complemented that so much. And so it sounds counterproductive, but the science of why it plays in your mouth is phenomenal. Did you know that cheese is a way to have some acid?
Cheese. Yeah,
Back
that's
to my little cheat sheet here, book.
yeah.
Yeah, so you can have like creme fraiche or sour cream is kind of
Mhm.
an acid and a fat, if we're going to play both. So, but you see lemons right here at the top, the first
Right.
three
Mhm.
lemon. And I think this one, number three, is cured meats.
Yum. Pepperoni.
This is actually wine. That's a cork. That's
Oh, wine.
wine. Wine, lemon, and vinegar. So that's her top three. Vinegar, lemon. You've
Wine.
got ketchup and rooted vegetables. Even honey is an acid of sorts. So
Yeah.
but these are all fun things to play with. The intention of the book is like there's not just one. There's not just the lemon.
I know.
There is this whole thing to play with too.
I know. I feel like I'm thinking of the really boring ones, but cooking with
But
Chardonnay is like one of my favorites.
yes,
I'll use it any chance I can get.
yeah, like in a good pot roast,
Yeah.
red, a
Yep.
hit of red wine just
Yep.
kicks it off.
We keep those little nip bottles of wine around for yeah, because we don't drink at home, and
Yeah,
so opening a bottle of red would just go to waste. So we always keep just the minis around pot roast. Yeah.
of course. Yeah, it's not like you're drowning it to death, but it
Oh,
just that
tough.
little. Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It's great.
One third method of adding heat to a dish, and this is the cooking heat, not the spicy heat, right?
Right.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I would say. So my son, I always talk about him, but he was in a cooking in his high school. They had a cooking team. And so he had the opportunity to have chefs come in and educate these high schoolers for
Mhm.
this competition. I would say that was a turning point for me in using high heat to add a nice sear and a Maillard reaction to not just proteins, but also vegetables like roasted carrots. So the heat of a hot cast iron pan has been a fun journey over the last 5 or 6 years for
Yeah,
me.
that's a
Uh,
great one.
because I have four really well seasoned cast iron pans, two 10-inch, two 12-inch,
Yeah.
and actually a small 7-inch. And I can cook anything in any of them, but the high heat sear on a nice steak
Hmm.
or roasted veggies or potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, it's making me really hungry. Cast iron is one of the great bits of cookery. I think, I
Yeah,
think about like good stainless steel pans, but like
sure.
it,
Yeah,
as long as you have one excellent cast iron skillet, you can go
yeah,
so far with that.
yeah. And it initially was a struggle. Like, how do you clean it? But it's become like second nature to me now.
Yeah.
And so I get plenty of people reaching out to want to send me new pans, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
But yeah,
Thank you.
all set. So for me, it's wood fire. It's wood
Oh,
fired pizza. It's cooking over a campfire, and it's because if I if I'm not constrained by responsibility or time, I love
yes,
adding smoke in with the heat.
yes,
Right? And
yes.
and I last year for our fall campaign, I did a campfire steak in a cast iron skillet, and so it's sort of similar to your answer in many ways too. But I just
Yeah.
love wood fire so much.
And that's an element. I eventually do want to get a smoker and lean into that, but it's an investment to do that. And but yes, I love the smokiness
Yeah,
that being cooked over wood adds, and intense heat. The heat there is a force.
yeah. We have quite a few trees in our yard, and anytime a hardwood tree falls over, like an oak or a maple, I'm like, yes, like wood to cook
I
with.
will send it my way, yes.
It's so great.
Well, next time we're there, next time I'm
Yeah.
in Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh, I will let you cook wood fire for me. It's
That's
great.
right. We'll make pizzas together.
Yes. Yes,
So fun.
yes.
Well, this was fun. I love this cookbook. Samine is such an educator, and I'm
And
very
she
excited.
has a new one coming out tomorrow.
Do we know much
And
about it?
yes, we do. Well, I do. I'm getting it. It's already been pre-ordered for
Know anything
me. It's called Good Things, and they are recipes and rituals to share with people you love.
Oh, very cool. That's such a great concept for a book.
It is, and it's just full of recipes. Where this one is half recipes, half education. I think the next one for her is perfect. It's just over 100 recipes of her favorites.
So
So,
cool. Well,
yeah, I will.
we wish her well on her release. Tuesdays are release days, and
Yeah,
we'll. Speaking of Tuesdays, we'll be back here tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern to chat, and then on Wednesday we've got a special show. We've got
yes,
Kent from Mixed Up Foods. He's going to be walking several of us through a tasting, and I'm very excited about that one.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, Michelle.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
All right.
All
See
right.
ya.
Bye, everybody.